Hey Platinum Wellness family, as promised, Dr. Infantino here, and today I'm going to share some of my best immune boosting tips. In fact, we'll probably do this in a series of a couple different videos, but what I guess where I want to start is this. The tips that I'm going to share today, they really aren't specific to just building immune system. They're specific to getting healthy, because the reality is this: the healthier you are, the stronger your immune system is, right? So it doesn't matter whether your health goal might be losing weight or diabetes or building an immune system, etc. They all have one thing in common: get as healthy as possible. And I know that seems like, well, duh, but usually what we try to do is treat those things separately with like some kind of special remedy or potion or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you get your body to work the way God designed it to work in the first place, ultimately your immune system is going to be as strong. Your weight, your energy, your sleep, your digestion, they're all going to improve. So I guess what I wanted to get at was, I don't have a specific like, hey, here's the magic pill for boosting your immune system. I will share with you tips that are amazing. We'll talk about things like what type of food to eat, and more specifically, what food not to eat, because that's just as important. For instance, most people don't realize this, but just a couple tablespoons of sugar will decrease your immune system function by over 60%. So what's one of the go-to things people think, hey, I should have this if I want to improve my immune system function? Things like orange juice, right? Lots of sugar. Probably one of the worst things you could do right now. So we'll dive into the food component. We'll also talk a lot about supplements. There are some supplements that are amazing for this stuff, and some supplements that just, a lot of hype but don't really get the job done. I'll tell you where you can buy them at local stores. We're actually putting together a supplement package, so if somebody wanted all of them from a really reputable source, then you could just, call us and we'll send it to you. I think the challenge with supplements in particular is, according to the FDA, about 85% of supplements sold in the country, what it says on the label isn't in the bottle. So we just have to be careful about what the quality of what we get. I'm also going to talk about therapies and exercise. Some of them are amazing for boosting immune system function. Things like far infrared sauna and how that comes into play, whole body vibration, exercise, what type should you do or maybe not do? And we'll cover all those things. Ultimately, we've empowered people for, close to 30 years now to, again, get healthy enough so that their immune system function and all the other goals, health challenges people are trying to resolve, that they can actually get somewhere. The idea is not that you just do what I ask you to do. The idea here in these series of videos over the next few days is to learn enough to be empowered to do this stuff on your own, right? Because it's not that I want you dependent on me or a special supplement or a special exercise. I would like to help you get your body ultimately the way God designed it to work so that you can just live that life where you're energized and, just have a blast. And here's the thing. I look at it like, yes, there's a bit of a crisis going on in the world right now. But I think with crisis comes opportunity. Because if you think about it this way, I was just sitting here reflecting with one of my teammates, and I'm like, we're at a perfect time where if I had to sit at home all day, and maybe you find yourself in this boat, you're like, well, I'm home a lot. Most times our health gets sort of put on the back burner, right? It's like, well, I'll get to that when I have time. I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time to meal prep. I don't have time to do some of these things. Well, maybe some of us will find some time for that stuff now. So maybe over the next couple of weeks, if we find ourselves kind of locked in a little bit, we can look at, like, we'll send out meal prep classes and different things where you go, you know what, I could strategize that in my life once my life kind of goes back to normal. Maybe you learn a little bit more about supplements, etc. Like, there's so much information out there. And ultimately, if you take this information and you just start saying, how can I implement things in small steps? It's life-changing. We've watched it change for thousands of people's lives over the last 25 years. And hopefully, as maybe our world changes a little and slows down for these next few weeks, you'll take the time to implement some of this stuff for the long term. Be it your goal is to lose weight or whatever it might be. Autoimmune disease, like, your immune system is pretty critical. And the tips and tricks that I share with you over these next few videos really have been shown, like, they've stood the test of time, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's not like we just went online and said, okay, what are some of the hot things right now? These are things we've used for years here. And so I'm excited to share them with you. I really hope you'll tune in. If you like anything you see, if you want to reach out to us, just phone number, I'm sure we'll get on the screen somewhere, or email, text, etc. I'd like to be a resource to help you and your family get through this kind of crazy time with not just like, here's my to-do list of get healthy, but here's a deeper understanding of what are the things that I can do that empower me to help my kids have a stronger immune system, myself, my spouse, etc. And share it with family and friends, because at the end of the day, we're all in this together. All right, I look forward to the next time I see you, and have a great day.